In dance, they have a term they use all the time. Take your places, everyone. Places, places. As an actor, you have to learn to take your place as well. Fill the space and take ownership of who you are. You have to fight the urge to relinquish your post or want to disappear. For example, if someone else's energy seems bigger than you, own your ground. When I was doing the Jeffersons and I had to play a gang leader, there was a moment on set when I was so intimidated by Isabel Sanford, who played Louise, George's wife. She was loud, just full of herself. She was the queen bee on the set and nobody messed with her. And she had a chair that she sat in, and I accidentally sat in her chair. Oh Lord, all hell broke out, and I was reprimanded and sent to go sit in the corner. When I was in the corner, I felt my body shriveling up. I was so intimidated that I was literally starting to go into a fetal position. I had to find my place in myself. I had to take that place because I was playing a gang leader and I couldn't be disappearing on set. I had to find that center in me and hold my ground. Even though this woman was intimidating the hell out of me, I had to show up and show out just as much as she did. I had to fight it and I had to go, wait a minute, I'm a gang leader. I don't cow down to anybody. And the thing that got me back in my place was knowing my character. My character wouldn't have let her intimidate me, so then I had to get into that space. And I had to stay in that space for 2 weeks because I had gotten cast to do 2 episodes. So it was challenging to keep coming every day when you knew this woman was way bigger than you, more imposing. She was the star of the show and I was just a guest star. So the only way I could do my work was to think that I was just as important as she was. I had to hold my own no matter what. I couldn't budge, I couldn't give in, I couldn't shrink, and I could not disappear. Sometimes taking your place can be very uncomfortable. Actually, it can be painful, especially if you're coming in and you feel like you're the outsider. Another example, I did a pilot with this actor who was threatened by everybody who came on set. And I got there and he would fire actors every day. They would come in and he would fire them. And by the grace of God, I lasted 9 days. I just took my place. And every time we had table reads, he would complain about how my lines were funnier than his. And slowly but surely, the writers would take my lines. I started out with a monologue and ended up with 1 line. And when they took all my lines, his complaint was, her desk is bigger than mine. And when they put me in a child's chair and desk, it still was too funny for him. And I just sat there and laughed all by myself. Not in front of him, of course, but inside I was laughing because I was still holding my own. So it didn't matter if I had a big chair, big table, if I had a lot of lines or no lines. I had taken my place, which was too threatening for him. So when I left at the end of that day, after sitting all day in a little child's desk and chair, the casting director called and said she was sorry, but I wouldn't be coming back the next day. And I told her, don't worry, I lasted a long time on this set. So I encourage you to walk on set, walk on stage, walk in life taking your place, no matter what. If you learned something from this video, type "take your place." See you next week with more common sense on how to be a successful actor in Hollywood.